Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Mahomes again. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A 4-yard gain.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
To kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to take another shot here. Rolling down, Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run on first down. Turner. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And 12 at the 29-yard line.
Vick on the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Michael Vick. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 29 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now pass complete here to Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain. Mahomes
firing complete. And he's brought to to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down, New Orleans.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Kamara running on first down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Vic to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off on a Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 30.
Again, it's Kamara. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last shot for Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Saints 14.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining